أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده سبحانه ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه أعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فهو مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. My dear brothers and sisters, alhamdulillah, we're here for another video by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Actually, today I'd like to thank all the viewers who are posting good comments and the ones who are posting negative comments. Alhamdulillah, everything's welcome here by the Muslims. Alhamdulillah, we're a very welcoming nation, alhamdulillah, as opposed to what the CNN and CBC, everything shows us. Alhamdulillah, we are thought to welcome people, and I guess what I want to talk is something, I guess a very deep topic, and it's really in my heart actually. I didn't write something down or anything. I just want to let it go from the bottom of my heart, and for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and something that really upsets me. And subhanallah, as a nation, as a Muslim nation, black, white, yellow, whatever color we are, alhamdulillah, we have to be united. I'm calling unity to my Muslim brothers and sisters. I'm calling an approach in dawa and inviting people to the truth. For all my brothers and sisters, not to be scared. We have the truth, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. We have the truth, the haqq. Okay? ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَرَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. It's a guidance for the righteous and the pious. And subhanallah, this deen has no doubt. We have no doubt in it. There's no doubt in the Quran. There's no doubt in the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Why every time a non-Muslim comes, a person who studies the Quran or the Sunnah and tries to attack the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, we tend to get some kind of doubts in our hearts. A lot of people, I have, alhamdulillah, there's about 30 new Muslims in this community here in Windsor, Ontario. This year alone, 30 people became Muslim, alhamdulillah, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And sometimes, people come to them with books and, they try to send them emails and they send it to me, try to refute them. And subhanAllah, sometimes I'm just tired, man. The same points over and over and over and over again, that people have brought for centuries and centuries. Oh, Muhammad married Aisha. Oh, this happened here. Oh, Muhammad killed some Jews. Oh, this happened. He was a fighter. Oh, he did this. Oh, there were slaves. SubhanAllah, and then you know what? The Muslims will try to go on a defense and be like, oh, but I think, what the Quran, here it means this, or, the Quran actually it's not saying, having, this or that, or, what the Prophet ﷺ, we always try to be so apologetic. Someone will tell us, why do you guys, sit down when you, urinate, for example. People are like, oh, science proves that if you bend over and, it's better for the, this or digestion or, alhamdulillah, there's some science which proves that, but we don't have to always be in an apologetic, always try to be, try to somehow match, their understanding. SubhanAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says so. Okay, the Prophet ﷺ gave us this message, we do it. Like Salman al-Farsi, when he was asked, do you guys wipe your, rear? The Prophet teaches you how to wipe your rear too. And you know what he said? He said, "Naam, yes, he does." Okay. These people, who attack us, they wipe their, astaghfirullah behind, and then they eat with the same hand. Come on, it makes no sense. Subhanallah, they're accusing us of being clean. Come on. See, subhanallah, as Muslims, we have to be very careful. I'm calling to all my brothers and my sisters right now. Let's unite. Let's unite on the truth. Okay, this is the truth, the haqq. Let's not be apologetic and be like, oh, but you should only, 4 wives are only allowed in times of this, or or this is only allowed then. We always try to be apologetic. Oh, it's okay for for men to do this, or we have the haqq. If you truly believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He gives you those orders, would you not obey? Ask the people who are challenging you. If you believe in this God and He gives you a set of rules, a set of rules, a book that does not change, a book, Al-Quran that does not change, the recitation, the set of laws, a law that does not change, recitation that's preserved in the book, a recitation that does not change. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you this set of rules, would you not obey them? If you knew sincerely and 100% you can prove that this is your God and this is the truth, would you not obey? So why go apologetic and be like, well, maybe it doesn't mean this, or when it says cut the hand, no, maybe it means just mark it. Subhanallah, everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put there, there's hikmah behind it. It keeps society intact. Did the Prophet kill people? Yes, he did. Yes, he fought. He fought in the first lines, okay? And he was, he was a courageous person. He was a brave person, okay? Was he ever scared? No. People try to kill him day and night. What would you do if your life was in danger day and night? What would you do if you had to face disappointing a whole nation which was built on truth, and you would be weak? And you know what Moses did when he had to stone some of his people when they committed adultery. He was weak. He became weak and he didn't want to, but that was the law. And if he would have been bent over, if he would have been weak, he could have not passed and lead the people, and he could not prove himself as a leader by obeying God's law. Okay, so did Muhammad did he do anything, any injustice? No, he didn't, my friends. No, he didn't. The situation that Muhammad sallallahu, and we love him dearly, alhamdulillah, he was in, okay, anyone who was in Muhammad's situation would have been a fair leader, okay, and he would have judged by the law that was given, okay. Never did Muhammad was unjust and made something up, Allah, okay, do this or that. That was law that was found even in the Tawrat, okay. So subhanallah, why do we have to take this apologetic stand? Why do we have to always go and be like, oh, sir, we have this inferiority complex, subhanallah. Do you know that non-Muslims, historians, attest to the authenticity of the Quran? They might not believe it, but they say, this is an amazing book. Sir William Muir says, for 12 centuries, no book was ever preserved as the Quran. Lamartine, George Bernard Shaw, they named Muhammad as one of the best leaders ever. Number one. And George Bernard Shaw, number one. Okay, Muhammad is number one. And this guy is what? A Christian or is a non-Muslim. And he calls Muhammad the first, most influential person in this world. And not just that, in Time magazine and other articles, they were talking about Muhammad as one of the best leaders. Non-Muslim sources quoting this. Non-Muslim sources talking about, look at Maurice Bucaille talking about the authenticity, the science in the Quran. Subhanallah, why do we need to feel this inferiority complex and go down, why do we have to measure our worth in their eyes according to their rules? Their rules are ever changing, my brothers and my sisters. 10 years ago, everyone would look down on homosexuals. They'll be like, oh, homosexuality is horrible, it's this and it's that. Today, if I would say something on this camera, people would like jump on me like, you're a homophobe and you're this and that. 10 years from now, who knows what will happen? Look at women. 50 years ago, they're covered. Look now, they're like totally not covered, like naked outside. Everything changes. How could you find your worth in the eyes of the West when their scale of measure of worth always changes? How can you win at the rules when the rules are always changing? Whenever you have them prove something, you know what? They change the rules. They say, no, I just changed my rules. Your rule doesn't apply to me. Our ruler is always this same measurement, okay, that was given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the ruler, okay, the Furqan, the differentiation between the right and wrong. Their differentiation between the right and wrong, what's right and wrong, always changes from day to day, from decade to decade, from century to century. How can you win? When we take a very defensive stand, we are always have to change our religion to fit their rules. By doing that, we're going to change our deen. So subhanallah, let's not do that. We have the haqq, we don't need that. Allahu Akbar, we don't need to do that. And inshallah, I'm calling to my brothers and my sisters, let's be united. Let's be united in the truth. Let's not be scared. Let's not, let not our hearts deviate. Let's not our hearts find, this Quran is tranquility for us. This Quran is solid rock for us. Alhamdulillah, this deen is the strength and the truth. We don't need to be scared. We don't need to be apologetic. People are like, why don't you apologize for 9/11? Why do Muslims don't talk about 9/11? Why would I apologize? Did I do it? Prove to me that Muslims did it. I can prove to you that Muslims didn't do it. Can you prove to me that Muslims did it? Why should we apologize for things we never did? For insults we never made? Subhanallah. And Muslims, subhanallah, the weakness comes to us and we find that we have to. So inshallah, follow the next video, inshallah.